Welcome back, everyone. Many vacationers did not expect for the Royal Caribbean cruise they signed up for to turn into a rescue mission. Surprisingly, most of them were happy to help. DeMarco Morgan has the story.
We spent 16 days, 17 days together on sea together, and we all got to know each other in an environment, in a really tough environment.
Robert Mahoney and his wife were part of a group of around 70 passengers who stayed on board the ship after the crew announced their plans to head to the islands devastated by Irma.
This would be an opportunity to help people out down the road. We were glad to stay on board and help out in any way we could.
The ship picked up passengers in St. Martin and St. Thomas. What's usually a party boat turned into a floating shelter, housing hundreds of people.
We got saved from hurricane. Hallelujah.
Some of the rescued sang for joy when the ship arrived in Puerto Rico and thanked the crew that came to their rescue.
It was horrible, but thank God we made it.
We made it.
And thank you all people, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
We have reception that were warm and kind.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
I saw people get off the ship the next day, and they were almost whole again within 24 hours.
Royal Caribbean Chairman and CEO Richard Fain was touched by how many of the passengers stayed on board.
They would talk to them, they would help them, they wanted to help us distribute supplies, and so we were actually a little surprised but quite pleased. Sometimes disaster brings out the best and sometimes the worst. Here I think we saw the best in so many people.
I would do it again tomorrow. Anything I could do to help somebody, talk to somebody, bring somebody back from the lowest of low would be my absolute pleasure.
The CEO says the passengers and crew were never in danger. That's because the ship was able to hide behind the mountains of Cuba and wait for Irma to pass through before they headed off to those affected islands. DeMarco Morgan, CBS News, Miami.
Hurricane Irma battered several other islands in the Caribbean, including Barbuda and the British Virgin Islands, with winds up to 180 miles per hour, destroying homes, schools, and businesses. If you have questions about how to cook a spaghetti squash, the Mr. Food Test Kitchen cooks can help. That's next here at noon.